Good morning, my friend. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly trusted your legs, not just to stand, but to carry you freely, with confidence like they used to? Many people over 60 tell me the same thing. My legs just don't feel the same anymore. They wake up in the morning, sit at the edge of the bed and pause because those first few steps feel uncertain. The knees ache, the muscles feel heavy, and there's that quiet fear. What if I fall? And yet, almost every one of them whispers the same excuse. It's just age. But what if it isn't? What if your legs are not giving up? They're calling out. Because inside your body, something subtle but powerful is happening. After 60, your leg strength fades, not from accident or laziness, but silently, about 3% each year. You don't see it happening until one day you feel it. The stairs feel taller, the chair feels deeper, and suddenly independence feels farther away. But here's the beautiful truth. This story isn't over. Science has now uncovered something remarkable, a way to revive that strength, not in months, but in 12 hours. Yes, just half a day. Not with a pill, not with a machine, but through something sacred, something simple. Food. Real food that speaks to your muscles, wakes up your blood flow, and reminds your legs of who they once were. Let's begin with something so simple. You could hold it in your palm. Tiny, quiet, often overlooked. Pumpkin seeds. But don't let their size fool you. Inside those little shells lives a secret your legs have been waiting for. I once spoke with a 72-year-old woman from Oregon, a retired teacher named Margaret. Every morning she'd lace up her walking shoes, ready to greet the sunrise. But lately, just halfway down the block, her calves would tighten like cords. Her thighs would quiver. By the second corner, she'd have to stop, rest her hands on her knees and whisper, "What's happening to me?" Her doctor called it normal aging, but Margaret knew better. Something deeper was fading, not her will, not her heart, but her body's spark. A nutritionist friend took one look at her diet and said gently, "It's not your age, dear. It's your magnesium." You see, magnesium is the quiet conductor of your body's orchestra. It tells your muscles when to move, when to rest, when to breathe. Without it, your legs forget the rhythm. Every step becomes a struggle, every climb a mountain. And here's the miracle. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium on Earth. Just 2 tablespoons, soaked overnight, can start reawakening tired muscles within hours. Not weeks, hours. But that's not all. They're filled with zinc and healthy fats that calm inflammation, the hidden fire behind stiffness and pain. So tomorrow morning, before your first cup of coffee, try this small act of healing, a handful of seeds, a quiet moment, a promise to your legs. We're coming back. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. A simple tart drink that can do what most pills can't. Melt away stiffness and pain in just hours. It's called tart cherry juice. Yes, sour cherries, not the sweet ones you find on desserts, but the deep red kind that carry the strength of nature's medicine. I remember meeting Harold, a 68-year-old veteran from Michigan. Strong spirit, steady heart, but lately his legs had grown stubborn. Each morning, when he tried to climb the porch steps, his knees would throb, his thighs felt heavy, and the pain lingered like a shadow. "I used to march miles," he told me. "Now even stairs feel like a battlefield." His daughter, a physical therapist, brought him a bottle of dark red juice and said, "Dad, drink this every night for a week." He laughed. "Juice? That's your miracle?" But he tried it. By day 3, Harold woke up and realized something. His legs didn't ache. The stiffness was gone. The steps outside didn't scare him anymore. Here's why. Tart cherry juice is packed with anthocyanins, plant compounds that fight inflammation and boost blood flow, exactly what aging muscles need. A Scandinavian study found seniors who drank it twice daily felt 23% less muscle soreness and even stronger quads in just 1 week. But here's the key. It must be 100% pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice. No sugar blends, no cocktails, just nature's power, concentrated. 6 to 8 ounces before bed or after a walk, and by morning your legs will whisper thank you. So if stiffness wakes you in the night, maybe it's time to let something sour bring you sweet relief. Now, I want you to picture this, a quiet kitchen, the scent of olive oil and garlic warming in the pan, and a handful of bright green spinach, wilting gently, releasing its strength into every leaf. Simple, humble, but powerful beyond measure. Most of us grew up hearing spinach was good for iron, right? But the real magic, especially for aging legs, is something deeper: nitrates. You see, as we age, the rivers of blood that once flowed easily through our muscles begin to narrow. Less oxygen reaches your legs. Movements that once felt effortless, climbing stairs, rising from a chair, walking down the driveway, now feel heavy, even painful. But when you eat cooked spinach, your body turns those natural nitrates into nitric oxide, a tiny molecule with a mighty gift. It opens your blood vessels wide, letting oxygen rush to your tired muscles, feeding them, healing them, waking them. There was a study in Frontiers in Physiology that stunned researchers. Seniors who ate nitrate-rich foods like spinach saw their lower limb performance improve by 16%, and some felt the difference in just 12 hours. Imagine that, dinner tonight, stronger steps by morning. And here's a little secret most people don't know. You must cook it, lightly saute or steam. Heat breaks down oxalates, those invisible barriers that block your body from absorbing nutrients. Once softened, those minerals, magnesium, potassium, iron, flow freely to where they're needed most. So tonight, as you prepare your meal, add a cup of cooked spinach. Maybe with a squeeze of lemon, a drizzle of olive oil. It's more than food. It's a quiet act of renewal, a green promise to your legs. We're bringing back your strength. Let's talk about something that doesn't shout for attention. No fancy packaging, no celebrity endorsement, just quiet, reliable strength in every tiny grain. Lentils. You've probably passed by them on the grocery shelf. Small, simple, almost invisible. But inside these little seeds lies a secret older than medicine itself. A steady kind of nourishment that helps tired legs endure, rebuild, and stand taller, one step at a time. I once met Eleanor, 70, a former nurse who still volunteered at her church. She told me, "I used to be on my feet all day. Now, after half an hour, my legs start to shake." Her doctor said her muscles were just aging. But when we looked closer, her meals told a different story. Too many refined carbs, not enough steady fuel. You see, your muscles don't just need protein, they need patience. Quick-burning sugars give you a flash of energy, then leave you drained. But lentils, they digest slowly, feeding your body bit by bit, keeping your energy steady for hours. That's why one bowl at lunch can carry you through an afternoon of walking, climbing stairs, or even gardening without that sudden crash of fatigue. In one study, seniors who ate lentils daily for 2 weeks saw 22% better leg endurance, stronger balance, faster recovery, less aching. Why? Because lentils bring everything your legs crave. Protein to rebuild muscle, magnesium and potassium to keep contractions smooth, iron to deliver oxygen, and there's more. Lentils are rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips your body's muscle-building switch. It tells your cells it's time to grow strong again. So tomorrow, maybe skip the white bread. Try a warm bowl of lentil soup. Feel the quiet energy unfold through the day. Slow, strong, unshakable. There's a reason ancient cultures called it food for warriors. Glowing with a soft pink hue, rich with life-giving oils, salmon is more than a meal. It's a healer, a bridge between weakness and strength. Let me tell you about James, 74, a retired firefighter from Seattle. Once strong as oak, he began noticing something troubling. His legs tired faster than his heart. He'd climb 2 flights of stairs and feel that burning heaviness, that shaky fatigue. His spirit was still fierce, but his muscles, they'd grown silent. His physician ran tests, shrugged, and said, "You're getting older." But James refused to believe that. So he met a nutrition specialist who smiled and said, "You don't need more pills, you need the right fuel. Try salmon 3 times a week, give it 10 days. He did. And in 10 days, not 10 months, James felt something shift. He stood up easier, climbed faster. That heaviness, gone. Why? Because salmon gives your legs the holy trinity of renewal, high-quality protein, the building blocks to repair your muscle fibers. Omega-3s, the golden oils that calm inflammation and soften stiffness. Vitamin D, the spark that tells your muscles when to contract, when to rest, when to rise again. In one American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study, seniors who ate salmon 3 times weekly gained 24% more leg strength in just 10 days. No drug, no surgery, just real food doing what nature designed. Choose wild-caught salmon, grilled or baked with lemon and herbs. Every bite is a message to your body. We're not done moving. Tomorrow when you stand, you might feel lighter, steadier, more alive. Tonight, I want to share with you a food that's been quietly feeding civilizations for thousands of years, long before supplements, before powders, before pills. A tiny golden seed once called the mother grain, though it's not a grain at all. It's quinoa. I met Clara, 69, a retired pianist from Santa Fe. She told me, "I eat well, but every morning my legs still feel weak, like they've forgotten how to wake up." She'd tried everything, protein shakes, vitamins, even yoga. Nothing worked until she added a simple bowl of quinoa in the evening. Within days, she noticed a change. She woke up lighter, more stable, as if her body had spent the night quietly rebuilding itself. That's the secret of quinoa. While most plant foods are missing key amino acids, quinoa holds all 9, making it a complete protein, rare in nature. That means your body doesn't have to wait for another food to finish the job. It can start healing your muscles right away. But quinoa's power doesn't stop there. It's packed with magnesium, iron and potassium, nutrients that keep your blood flowing, your nerves firing, and your legs calm while you rest. And because it digests slowly, it feeds your body through the night, keeping your energy steady, preventing those painful nighttime cramps or that morning heaviness that makes getting out of bed feel like lifting weights. In one study, seniors who swapped white rice for quinoa walked faster, steadier, and felt stronger the next morning. Just 1 serving, 1 meal, so tonight, skip the bread. Try a warm bowl of quinoa with spinach and olive oil. As you drift to sleep, know your body's at work, rebuilding, restoring, preparing your legs for tomorrow's strength. Now, let me take you to the earth, deep beneath the soil, where one of nature's most powerful healers hides in plain sight. A root glowing red like a heartbeat, pulsing with life. Beets. I met Raymond, a 66-year-old gardener from Virginia. He used to tend his backyard every morning, planting, pruning, walking row by row. But lately, he told me, I have to sit after 10 minutes. My legs feel heavy, like they're carrying sandbags. His doctor suggested rest, but a friend, an old track coach, smiled and handed him a bottle of beet juice. "Drink this before you step outside," he said. Raymond chuckled. "Juice? For my legs?" But he tried it. By the next morning, something shifted. He stood, and his legs didn't protest. The heaviness had lifted. He walked out to his garden, not dragging his feet, but striding. Here's why. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body transforms into nitric oxide, a miracle molecule that opens up your blood vessels like sunlight breaking through clouds. It allows oxygen to flood your muscles, nourishing every fiber, every step. In a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who drank beet juice before walking improved their leg performance by 19% in just a few hours. Another study found their blood pressure dropped and their veins became more flexible, a fountain of youth for aging circulation. You don't need much, just 4 to 6 ounces of pure beet juice, unsweetened, on an empty stomach, or before a walk. Within an hour, your legs will feel lighter, steadier, alive again. That's the power of this ruby root, turning fatigue into freedom, one glass at a time. Now, imagine this, a pot simmering slowly on the stove, the gentle sound of bubbles rising, the scent of garlic, herbs and warmth filling your kitchen. This isn't just a meal, it's a remedy older than time itself, a comfort our grandparents knew instinctively. It's bone broth, nature's original healing elixir. I'll never forget Robert, a 75-year-old carpenter from Maine. After decades on his feet, climbing ladders and lifting beams, his knees had grown stiff, his legs weak. "It's like my strength's leaking away," he told me quietly. His doctor offered painkillers, but an old friend, a farmer, handed him a mason jar filled with golden broth and said, "Drink this every morning for a week." He did, and by the 5th day, Robert said something remarkable. "My legs feel oiled again, like the rust is gone." You see, bone broth isn't just soup. It's a liquid repair kit for your body. Slow-simmered bones release collagen, gelatin, glycine, and proline, the raw materials your muscles and joints crave. These nutrients rebuild fibers, cushion joints, and ease inflammation. The silent thief behind stiffness. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism showed that collagen-rich bone broth improved lower body strength by 36% in 1 week. Another Japanese study found glycine, one of broth's key amino acids, sped up muscle recovery by over 40% in a single day. Why so fast? Because it's already broken down. Your body doesn't need to digest it. It just uses it. 1 warm cup, morning or after a walk, and those healing compounds rush straight to work, rebuilding from within. Sip slowly. Feel your body remember what strength feels like. Morning is sacred. It's the quiet hour when your body listens most, when every heartbeat, every breath, every step still holds a choice. Will today be another day of struggle, or the day you begin to rise again? You don't need grand changes. You need gentle rituals, small promises to your legs, whispered at sunrise. Start with this. Before the world rushes in, before your first sip of coffee, drink a small glass of pure beet juice or tart cherry juice. Don't mix it, don't rush it. Sip slowly, with gratitude. Within an hour, you'll feel warmth bloom through your calves, as if life itself is flowing back into your steps. These aren't drinks. They're messages, signals that tell your blood vessels, open, flow, heal. Then, when you sit for breakfast, think of balance. Muscles don't just crave protein, they crave consistency. Combine salmon, eggs, or a cup of bone broth with a slow, steady source of strength, quinoa or lentils. Let them work together, fueling you quietly, hour by hour, so your energy no longer fades before noon. After your morning walk, while your body is still warm, your heart still steady, sip a cup of bone broth. Feel its warmth travel through your joints, its collagen settling into tired muscles like sunlight into soil. If your legs still feel tight, reach for soaked pumpkin seeds, tiny, humble, but full of magnesium's calm power. And never forget a touch of cooked spinach, glowing green with life, whispering to your blood, move freely again. These rituals aren't chores. They are conversations between you and the body that's carried you through decades. Treat it kindly, feed it wisely, and every morning you'll feel it whisper back, I remember how to be strong. This isn't a trend, it's tradition, and it's waiting in your kitchen.